Hey, so in this video I will show you how to make sucuk at home. It is a cured sausage and for the meat side you need lamb shoulder and beef brisket. And then for the spices, it's actually the first time I had so many spices in one sausage, but all the Turkish recipes I found had so many, so let's get it on. Paprika powder, pepper, and Pul Biber. That's something to spice it up a little bit. You can also use different chili flakes if you want to. Then I have garlic, lots of garlic, cumin, and salt and cure. You can also make it without cure and treat it like a typical sausage, which you can smoke or also fry on the grill. I have written down everything below in the description. I will dry the sausages, that's why I'm using the cure, and yeah, it's just safer that way. Let's start. First, as always, we cut down the meat into strips. Just make sure that they fit your meat grinder later on. And yeah, that's it. And then put all the meat into a freezer for around like 1 to 2 hours to semi-freeze it. In the meantime, you can grate the garlic. You can also cut it down and process it into a paste. That's completely up to you. Just make sure that it's super small, no chunks. We want to have it as a paste when we add it to the meat later on. Then you can grind the spices. I add everything except the chili flakes. I want the chili flakes to be visible later on, but you can also blitz them. Whoop, that's what I did. Now I'm just adding 50% whole and 50% ground up. Yeah, as you can see, super fine powder then. And then I add the rest of the chili flakes to the mixture. For grinding, I used the smallest plate here. You can also make it coarser or finer if you grind it through twice. That's completely up to you. I like my sucuk to have a bit more structure later on. Okay, once we are done with the grinding, we can add the garlic and also all the spices. And then it's time to mix everything through. Make sure the spices are evenly dispersed and that you have like a super stable mixture. You can also use a hand mixer like I do. And make sure, yeah, that it binds nicely and it should look like this. As you can see, it's a bit on the drier side. That's why the fat ratio here was a bit on the lower side, but I adjusted the recipe to be totally fine on your case. I'm now putting it into casings. I'm using beef casings for this, caliber 43. Just put them onto your sausage stuffer, get the meat mixture out till you can see it. And once you can see it, stop and then tie a knot with a butcher's twine, and then you can fill the mass into it. You can decide how long you want it, and then just make a knot on the other side, and then take a needle or a picker and make sure that there's no air bubbles in it. Burst all the air bubbles, make sure that it's tightly filled. And then you can hang it like this and fill the rest of the mass into it. Process same, also look for air bubbles, pick them and tie everything together. And then in the end you have some beautiful sausages. And then it's time to hang them for around 24 hours, like at least 1 day at a dark place. And the temperature should be between 18 and 20 degrees Celsius. That's 65 to 68 Fahrenheit. And the humidity should be pretty high, between like 70 and 80%. If you don't have that humidity, just take a water sprayer and spray them from time to time and let them ferment at room temperature. After the 24 hours have gone by, what you will see is that the color of the sausages has changed. They're now super dark, and now you can let them dry for a week. I let them mature for about 3 weeks, depending on how firm or soft you want the sausage. Just let them dry shorter or longer. And yeah, make sure that it's a cooler place around like 15 degrees Celsius. And yeah, let them sit there for as long as you want, but make sure don't have it too long, because otherwise it will dry out completely and it will be a sausage rock. Yeah, so for me it was 3 weeks. As you can see, the sausage firmed up quite nicely. It still has a great color to it. You can already smell the garlic. You can still see it. It looks pretty, but as you can see, it's super firm right now. So if you cut into it, it's pretty easy to get some slices. And yeah, let's try it. Wow, the flavor is super intense on its own. It has this huge paprika and garlic taste. For me, it was almost a bit too much. However, that's because I ate it pure. If you fry it up, for example, like I did here, fried it up in some oil together with some eggs, it's super, super tasty for breakfast. Yeah, try it out. As always, the whole recipe can be found below, and I will enjoy the sausage now. If you like this video, please subscribe to my channel. There are weekly sausage videos, and I will see you on the next one. Bye bye.